What's up, guys? This video is gonna help the most serious judokas who are pretty invested in their judo journey, no matter what level you are. So this call is a recorded group call that I did with my Judoka Ascension coaching clients. So we're gonna give you a little insight on how we do things, how we help each client. They submit their randori footage. In this case, we're reviewing a couple of clients' randori footage, giving them feedback, increasing our fight IQ. So yeah, man, I just wanted to give you guys some insight on kind of what we do in the Judoka Ascension program, and hopefully you can take a lot of value from this, especially when it comes to recording yourself. It's a very underrated thing to very underrated training method, to be honest. Recording yourself and viewing yourself train in epiphanies. Like, one of my clients even told me the other day, I asked her, like, have you ever filmed yourself? And she said no. And I'm like, that's probably why you're like, it's kind of foreign to you, because she told me herself, like, she's never recorded herself, and it just looks weird to look at herself from a third person perspective. But it allows you to see your weaknesses, identify your strengths, your flaws, what to double down on, and we coach them kind of in a group and give them constructive criticism, and it's very good for overall improvement. So watch to the end if you're very serious, and comment anything you want below. But honestly, guys, if you guys want to run like a quick, Q&A, that way I know and have like some things in mind while reviewing your footage that we can address. Like maybe some epiphanies that you had while you guys were fighting, or maybe some specific like technique you guys want me to keep an eye out to, critique. Definitely let me know now before we watch, so we can have like a awareness as we watch. So who wants to go first? Emil, did you have any footage for this week?
I actually just put it right now in the Zoom chat. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, okay, that was you. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so I got 3 rounds from last week, Saturday, and I got 1 round from yesterday. I would just, I mean, I'm still really focused on Kumikata. But also I would like to review, missed opportunities. Because
Mm,
I feel like, I'm a smaller, faster guy relatively. So I can't always have the best kumikata or control, but I need to be able to capitalize when the other guy doesn't have his kumikata as well. So
yeah,
I need to be more focused on capitalizing, I guess. So
yeah,
and attacking. So if
yeah.
you've noticed any of that deficient, then
Perfect.
yeah.
All right, let's start here. We'll give our man Emil here.
All right. So he's a yellow, so I'm also mm, you know,
He seems somewhat athletic. Like, he doesn't seem like an old, like,
no,
stiff
he's
man.
but I let him work. I've tried to let him work a bit too, so I'm not going
Yeah.
like, but yeah.
That's good that you're
That
you're doing Newaza. A lot of dojos, they just do Tachiwaza, but they don't let you transition, but that's like a good natural way to fight. That's good. Once they have like a collar grip, just instantly break that off. You don't want to get used to having that hand there. Yeah. I noticed you had two sleeve hand grips for a while there, but honestly, that was a good reaction. That's pretty good. Honestly, there's a lot you can do with a double hand grip on the sleeves like that. It's just risky if your opponent's like this guy where he's moving around a lot and he doesn't like, give you a chance, like that opportunity to either do like a Sode, or have you seen Ono do his double sleeve Uchimata in some of his matches? He does it pretty well, but honestly,
no.
it's a pretty tricky one to pull off. But I mean, you can do a lot. Like, I think I've seen you do like drop knee sodas sometimes. You can do that, but
I
it
wanted to do
really,
that, but didn't find the chance, I guess.
Yeah, it's just
I
like when
wanted
they're
to like
moving.
come in like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think transitioning to that superior grip there was good. You gotta was Ari off of that, so that was good, honestly. Was that like a drop knee attempt? Let me see that again. Oh, really? He missed the leg there. So did you have like a oh, okay, very nice. I was gonna say like before every round you do with like an easier opponent, have like this is like advice that I also got from one of my coaches is have like a set of maybe one or two throws, but like a certain amount of times you want to hit it throughout the round. And that's something that I need to even remind myself because when I start fighting, I get kind of like caught up in the moment and I just kind of flow, which is good. But at the same time, if you just like kind of get too flowy, you get a little lazy, you don't attack as much because it goes against that natural flow of like wanting to stay within your heart rate zone. Because like when you're attacking more, it tires you out. But at the same time, that's actually what benefits you and helps you like improve your fight instinct, because how else are you gonna get better at utilizing the throw that you want in fighting scenarios in Randori if you're not like maxing out the amount of times you can do it within each round? That's taking full advantage of the round. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but I mean, guys, like I get like judo is something fun and perhaps even a hobby, but it's still you're still going there to train. So the training shouldn't be necessarily easy. I don't want it to make you guys like dread it to the point where like you associate negatively with going. Like you should enjoy it, absolutely. But like you should push yourselves because you're not gonna gain new skills if you're not like in discomfortable situations. You have to, it's just like the gym, man. Like if you want to gain more muscle, you have to push the muscle to the point of failure beyond, you know what I'm saying? It goes a little deep, but this could be in the way of, again, like trying to do as many Uchimatos or as many like Ogoshis on your opponent as possible before the end of the round. Um, Pushing yourself going against a harder opponent and like surviving the round, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So don't just like, unless you're doing like back-to-back rounds where you're really tired, I wouldn't take an opponent just to kind of like um take a break. I would only take a break if you're doing back-to-back rounds. But if you're doing like maybe 2 or 3 randori sessions and say there's not that many like good opponents to go with, take advantage like deal do what with the cards you're dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys can make a lot out of like you underestimate how much value you can get out of maybe like a smaller opponent or somebody who isn't that good. There's a lot you can do in your situation. Like view it as like the situation happening for you, not to you. Oh, I don't have the best dojo, or I don't have like the best partners to go with. I'm telling you, there's some piece of value that you can gain out of every little situation. Okay, let's go to fight number 2 here. And personally for me is like I just feel bad for them. But I got to get that out of my head because like they're like the white belts and the lower ranks, they're there to learn as well. And if you guys like recall previously in your journeys when you guys were white belts, like we often forget about this, but when we were white belts, don't you guys remember the tougher guys, the black belts, our instructors were actually throwing us on our backs with no remorse? So
Yeah.
we need to do that too. And like not to be mean, but we do that to actually for our own benefit too. It's a mutual thing. They're going to benefit from it because they're going to get stronger. It's kind of going to like filter and show them their true colors. If they can't withstand that, if they can't take, getting thrown on their back and getting back up, judo probably isn't the sport for them. But the fact that you guys made it here throughout your judo journeys means, to me at least, in my opinion, that judo is meant for you guys because judo's a tough sport. And the fact that you guys can continue to get thrown on your back and still get up and still like enjoy it and want to come back for more. I mean, judo's absolutely the thing that makes us feel alive. It just like awakens, ignites that spirit in us. So all that to say, when you go against white belts, like in this scenario, like don't feel bad for throwing them because it's made us who we are today. Like you don't get good unless you like fall on your back. So again, it makes them stronger, but also it helps us get our reps in. So don't be afraid to get more. Oh, that was a pretty good trick. He almost he got you a little bit of a switch of direction. Oh, no, that was you. That was you, Emil. I was like, wait, was that the white belt?
No, I tried like that, that's Kosoto sticker into the Taitoshi, but
Yeah.
I guess I didn't have the right grip, and so I lost the grip, I guess.
Yeah, you would have got him for sure, man. I think you didn't have the sleeve or something. Let me see that
Yeah,
again.
something like that. I don't remember.
You could
But
see the
it's a
point.
nice setup. I like it. I just need to practice it more.
Yeah, and it's a high level move too. I see a lot of high level guys do Kosoto and then like one step Uchimata, even or right to an Ouchi. I didn't see this. Wait, did we skip it?
I that
Oh,
Tomonage.
I wanted to see the Kosoto thing again. Oh, it's right here.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
So he
Yeah.
goes there. Yeah, it looks like
I just lost the grip, right? I think I lost the
yeah,
sleeve.
the sleeve. Yeah, that's an important grip for that move. You got him with a good tomoe. You got one more throw in him here. That was good. That was a good throw. Anybody got some feedback on this match? This was pretty. I think you got some good reps. You got like three solid throws in there. Good job.
I just hopped in. I didn't see much.
Nah, you're good, man. We still got one more here from Emil.
Um,
Oh no, we
I
have two
think
more.
I think if you want, you could just skip this next one because it's more like a flow session since the guy is kind of injured, so we just kind of did like a flow. But we could also what I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, this
So
one
move.
is from yesterday. I fought the heavyweight guy again. I think
That's good.
it's going a little better each time. I was able to threaten him a bit more, but
Mhm.
and he told me also that um, my kumikata has gotten better
Mm.
and he couldn't control me that much.
That's good,
Uh,
man.
I mean, he still did get me with some good ashiwazas, but yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would I kind of want to see how the match plays out first. Yeah. See, he went for a little Kosoto thing there. Good.
Nice.
Good defense there by Emil. Oh, that was
I almost got him there, but I
good.
don't know.
Let's see that again.
Did I
That was
not
good.
rotate enough?
Let me see that.
You slid in there nice though.
Yeah, that was a
I
pretty good setup too, man.
I didn't
See,
re
guys,
like
sorry. What I was
yeah.
gonna say is, like, we need to, like, what's gonna take your judo from where it is now to the next level in randori, that is stopping just going in for the throw without any kind of setup or reaction generation. And I'm not just like spewing this. Like my coach, who's like really observant at our dojo, he was pointing this out because I didn't get it on tape, but I did. I noticed the reason why I rarely would get uchimatas in randori sometimes is because I would just go for it. But that like hardly ever works because it's just so predictable.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until I set up my Uchimata with a ko-uchi, making him think I was going back, and then instantly switching the foot to like, the Uchimata step, like the O-uchi, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I got a couple
Yeah.
people with that. And then I told my coach, I'm like, hey, like I think I discovered a way to increase my Uchimata success. And it
I'm gonna
was
try that.
yeah, I was doing like a Koichi tap right into Uchimata, and he was saying, yeah, anything that makes him step back. So that's why I
Hmm.
practice that. Like, you guys see me do my Uchimata entry, it's kind of like an Osoto. I'll do like a little flick, and then right into it. Well, that is to set it up, to get into that habit of setting up like I'm faking an Osoto, and then right to Uchimata, and it works. So right here, like Emil, I think
I
you
did
did
a
it.
Kosoto, I think. I think I did a Kosoto into the Seunage. I always like doing that. Almost worked, but I guess I don't know. T You guys tell me what I did wrong here.
Yeah. Right
Um,
right there. Like he didn't just jump, he didn't just drop. He played around with the feet, in judo terms, he did a little jab, jab, Kosoto, preoccupy the opponent to make his main attack less predictable, guys. That's advanced judo. See, right there. I mean, it didn't work because he needed more momentum, but that's the right idea. You got to just keep trying, keep generating reactions.
Personally think you weren't close enough. Like you didn't have the contact with the opponents. So if you don't have the contact, you can't do anything. I think that's my
Yeah.
opinion.
so I had to just jump in even farther in. So
Mhm.
I think I just misjudged the distance and I didn't jump far enough in.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was also moving to the side, so I should have, you know, compensated for that movement also.
By
Hmm.
pulling him in with your arm, right?
Hmm?
By the collar, by pulling him with your collar. Are you
Am I
saying
pulling his collar?
you should have compensated? Did you mean by pulling his collar?
No, I mean like if he's stepping toward the left, then I should have jumped in a little ahead of him so I catch him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I think that's what next time I should do. I don't know.
I have a question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, so you were saying like your setups, you use a Kouchi for setups or right? Kouchi?
Yeah.
You do Ouchi, then Kouchi, and you switch to Uchimata.
Hmm.
But when they step back, um, how do you keep that distance or keep the connection with your hip to them, to their hip?
Yeah, so I have a little bit of it
Hmm.
in a match to show you what I mean. Let me send it to myself. It's on my phone. But it's not, there's two ways to perform Kochi-gari, right? There's the one where you pull them to you and you kind of sweep the foot.
Hmm.
And then there's one where you push them away and you kind of like
And they fall
tap
behind you.
away. Yeah. So this is one where you tap away and you're using that forward momentum to enter Uchimata. Let me get and like there's also a really like cool clip of Ono doing it. Um I can actually pull that one up for you guys while I send this one. But I want to say it's kind of an advanced move, I guess. But like just practice it, man. Like I literally tried this move for the first time in Randori, and actually I pulled it off, but I didn't really get the throws on tape. What was it? It was Ono Shohei versus this Russian guy in the World Championships. Uh, and he pulled off a really sweet Uchimata combo that I think a lot of you guys could play around with, honestly. Which one is it?
But I just also wanted to say I think that was a win for me entering that Suinage against that guy, even though I didn't get it. But
Hmm.
in the last fights that I did with this guy, I didn't even have a chance to really enter anything. So I think that's a sign that maybe my Kumikata is getting a bit better. But I don't know. What do you think, Joey?
I think so too, man. Especially if you asked him and he noticed it himself. Like those aren't lies, you know. Because usually we get used to an opponent from, repeatedly doing Randori. Um, and we can tell if they get stronger, if they improve, based on how tired they get us. So the fact that you managed to do that is a good sign. You just got to keep fighting with them, honestly. It's gonna take time. But I do that too with the tough guys in my dojo. Like, they're usually always gonna like beat you, but guys, like I'm telling you, if you push yourself against the tough guys, you're gonna learn something each time.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, and it's like a good milestone to like show yourself that you're getting better. Um, it's like right around here, I think. Put stupid music on. Let's see.
Hmm.
Which one was it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Pay attention to how he sets this Uchimata up. Almost need to like slow it down. This is what I'm saying, guys. Like, this is advanced judo. Like, don't just go right into Uchimata from like a 50-50 because you'll get countered. They will see it like yesterday. Okay, so you're kind of like in a checkmate position. Nobody's attacking. I guess that's like a 50-50 right there. Nobody's attacking. But look at his tight lapel grip. Look how tight that is, man.
Mhm.
Okay. Kosoto tap, preoccupy him. Kouchi, forward momentum, Uchimata, right there. And he gets him.
Oh,
That's what I mean. Doing something like that. It's not like your traditional Kouchi when you pull him towards you and you try to sweep. This is one where you're pushing forward and you're taking advantage of that forward momentum to enter like get super low for your Uchimata. One more time here.
yeah, thanks.
So he does it with his left. He starts it off with his left foot, little tap, Kosoto tap on the outside. Mm.
Hard tap.
Then yeah, see what that Kouchi does. See how he's leaning forward? See how Blue is leaning forward?
Hmm.
Because he was trying to prevent um
Foot
getting
sweep.
pushed back. Because he thought he was gonna
Oh,
get because Kouchi's a backwards throw. You're
mhm.
getting pushed back. So your natural reaction is to push forward. So Ono quickly took advantage of that. He steps down after the Kouchi, and then he sticks his right foot super deep for Uchimata. Look how past his foot is. See? It almost looks like an Ouchigari, but that's like a perfect way to set up your forward throws, guys. Yeah, and Steve Blue still kind of stepped back to defend, but he still got it pretty well. So, um, let me show you this one. I kind of did something similar, but I didn't get like I got a straight up Ippon. Um, but I didn't get that one on film, guys. Let me look for this one. I think it was this. Oh, this. I'm actually gonna. Okay. I'm not. I'm gonna have to. It's kind of long. Okay, let me. I'm gonna trim it down and send it to myself. Okay. What? Okay, here it is. Who else got some Randori footage this week?
I didn't get any footage I meant to, but we're doing pretty good. Um, I think. I think I do better like from the waist down, throws from the waist down, like uh
Mhm.
like the foot trips and stuff like that. Um, and Tomonage, Yoko Tomonage. Yesterday I practiced Tomonage to a back take and Tomonage to an armbar, and wasn't that bad. But it was in practice. Oh, and I also practiced um sumigeshis because I normally get it from a single leg, but then my coach, I showed him your video, and he kind of compared the what I was missing
Mhm.
link, and so I can do sumigeshi without a single leg. So today I'm going to try to do a couple more sumigeshi drills, and then try to get off on a live roll.
Very good. Is
So
your
and oh,
coach a jiu-jitsu guy or is he judo?
he is jujitsu, but he has yet to compete in judo, but he has the belt to compete in judo. But
Mm.
he's a first degree black belt, um, Dutch boxer.
Hmm.
He's just amazing at what he does,
That's awesome, man. Yeah, keep it
yeah.
up.
And he does watch your content too. So
Does he? Nice.
yeah,
That's cool. All right, this is like the little clip I was talking about. It wasn't a clean Uchimata because I didn't really fully commit to it either. Because that's kind of my problem. Like when I go against somebody who isn't like attacking me hard and making me
yeah.
feel threatened, I usually reciprocate. Like I'm kind of a reciprocal player, I guess. Like unless somebody's going really, really hard with me, I'm not gonna go really, really hard with them. But I feel like that personally hinders me because going against guys like him. He's a bit older and he gets tired really quickly. Like he's somebody I can like get some reps in if I push myself. So, you guys can see me here in the corner. 'Cause I had my phone on the ground, but he's a lefty. So, lefties, it can be debatable if they're strong. It's pretty easy to get certain throws off lefties. But here I kind of set up my Uchimata with a little Ko-uchi step first, and it prevented him from being able to fully defend it. So you guys can see me there in the corner. I see a little. Oh, see, I didn't fully commit to it, but if I would have stepped in a little bit closer, definitely would have been game over. But see how that first right foot is deceiving. You don't know if I'm coming in for an Osoto or a Kochi. But we go right in for Uchi. Yeah, if I would have stepped in deeper, that would have been a good one. Um, but yeah,
Is your grip
setups, guys, setups.
is your grip here or is it over like the back in the center in the seam in the back of the collar?
For this one in particular, I think I had a. Is my screen still sharing? I think I might have had. Let's see. I think I had a
What do you
lapel.
prefer? What do you prefer? Because recently I was retaught by doing it, grabbing the seam between the shoulder blades.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's you talking about the script. That's lapel, like regular lapel. Here, what I prefer. I prefer doing collar honestly, because I just feel like the closer you are to the head, the more control you'll have over them. Because there's kind of a saying, right? Where the head moves, the
The
body
body goes.
follows. So like if you have something here, like
Yeah.
lapel,
Yeah.
it's, not as controllable versus if you can grab them nice and high. If you have like a high lapel grip, like
Yeah.
even here, more control. This is like your joystick in
Okay.
the video game. You
Yeah.
control, you can push them this way, that way, to the right, backwards, break his posture, pushing him that way. So if you even can get higher, like, collar to the point where your arm his form is kind of resting on the back of his head, you have
Mhm.
even more control to break his posture. That's you have more control like break postures, and you can kind of like reset. You can go from like a collar grip, break his posture, reset and grab deeper, and just work your way down deeper and deeper until you have the belt, and you can fake like a switch and boom, go right into like a hip throw. That's actually one. Okay, I have some. I have another clip to show you where I literally did that. So I fought this heavyweight black belt. He was another kind of like older opponent, so I kind of fought maybe like 70%. I should have gone harder, man. And that's it was a vlog as well. So I should have gone harder, whatever. Okay, where was it? What was it? February. Where's February, bro? I just lost it. What the heck? I don't know what's in here. Give me a second, guys. Who else is here? Okay. Ines, we're gonna go over yours next, yeah?
Okay.
Sweet. Okay. So let's pull up Ines's footage actually while I look for mine for the hip throw thing I want to show you guys. Okay, let's definitely this is one of Ines's first Randori submission, so let's all give her some good feedback here. Okay, so this is the first one. Looks like let me share. All right, you guys can see?
Loading.
It's loading.
Yeah.
All right, give it a second. Give me a thumbs up if you can see. Sweet. All right, so this is the first clip. Let's give her feedback. She's in the black belt here.
Eesh.
So right off the bat, as I was kind of telling Ines on the messages, I don't know if you guys could tell, like right in the beginning, her opponent is kind of leading. Like you can see like she's dragging her back and Ines is going with it. Instead, don't do that. Like if they're pulling you, stand strong on your legs. Like imagine your feet are glued to the mat and
Mm-hmm.
don't move. Like in judo, it's all about like avoiding them using momentums. Don't give them that momentum. So like if they're pulling you, resist, go the opposite direction. If they're pushing you, push back. But be on your feet, be on your toes because if they're
Yeah.
clever,
I mean,
they'll
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I missed that. But like for this randori, I was like, my issue is that I didn't move enough. So for this one, I was like, okay, she's moving a lot, so I need to move and to use it. But you're right, I'm like she's leading, and
Mhm.
I'm not stable on my feet.
Right. And here's the funny part. You don't even need to be super strong for this. You just need kind of like a flip, a switch flip in your brain first by looking at yourself from a third person perspective. Because have you ever done much of this like game analysis, like looking at yourself fight?
It's the first time I record myself.
Right. So and when I did this for the first time too, it really helped me realize,
Mm,
wow, I didn't know I actually looked like this fighting. And it'll make you like again, it'll flip a switch in your brain, but okay, next time you fight, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put myself in the same scenario.
yeah,
And like I said, you don't even need like to build. I'm not telling you to build like 20 pounds of quad muscle in your legs to stay like glued to the mat. You just need to be aware, okay, if they're pulling this way, no, break the grip, go the other way. I'm in control. I set the pace. I'm gonna move and drag my opponent around. I'm not gonna, you know, get into that habit. Even if it's like your first, I don't know if this was your first Randori match, maybe you're still getting warmed up. But even so, like you can get into that habit of being kind of passive. That's a good word, being passive when you're fighting. And then by the time you know, you're like, they're not threatening. They might get you with the unexpected drop me sale. So
yeah.
you gotta always be in control, always be in control. Yeah. That was I like that because you didn't again you didn't just go right in for the throw. You did if you guys noticed she'd kind of like set it up first,
Okay.
tap. Yeah. Kochi, yeah. She didn't even make full contact with the leg on that Kochi. She just like, threatened like she was pushing forward and look how the orange belt here stepped back. She fell for it. See? Look, she stepped back. And then Ines took
Mm.
advantage, did a little back step and kind of like a half Uchimata, but it still
Mm.
worked. I mean, you don't really need much force at that point when you got them.
Yeah.
So that was good, Ines. That's advanced judo. You got to just continue to set up your main attacks. Okay. But I would say continue doing Randori with her. She's definitely a good opponent for you. So you can like get your reps in.
Nice.
That was good. Nice dojo too.
Mm.
Yeah. I would also play like you're too like you're staying at the same grips, which is cool if you're gonna like, do like Osotos and like attack. But this is a great opportunity. Opponents like these are a great opportunity for you to try out the Kumikata exercises we gave you. Maybe try experimenting with breaking her posture, holding her there, experiment with grabbing that deep grip. Maybe you'll find that you actually like doing, like deep Georgian style hip throws, play around with some sumis um like drag her around, like get used to being like the dominant player, you know what I'm saying? So you could really experiment with trying new things, new tricks with your judo with opponents like these. I sent you the feeding hand lapel grip, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so I want you to always be defaulting to that one. Like as soon as the match starts, lead with your right leg, right? Reach with
Hmm.
your left for the lapel, boom, give it to your right. It just like instantly increases. That was a good little society. It instantly increases your style and like it makes your opponent respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Anybody else got some feedback so far? I mean, it's pretty good. Like that was a good reaction there, going for the collar there. Yeah, George.
Um, the only thing that I have is just for basically I'm doubling up on what you said before, Coach. Just mix up the grips and try to dictate or interrupt her way of moving because she's leading you. And if you have a dominant grip in the process of her leading you somewhere, you can interrupt that just simply by kind of doing, I guess, would be controlling the head if you have like a high collar grip.
Mhm.
Hmm.
If you just do that once or twice, she's going to, okay, now I have to readjust this because this isn't going the way that I had hoped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. That's a
You,
great point by Russell. Was that you, Emil? You wanna say something?
yeah, and to add on that, like, you could just grab the collar and, just feint, like do these little
Mm.
feint, pull
Hmm.
them around a bit. That
I
will
like
create
that.
respect also.
Yeah. See that's a great topic, guys. That respect, especially, like David, like you need I would really, pay attention to this part because this will really help you gain that respect against that judo guy. is doing little tricks like that. Like even like Emil said, you can grab the cross grip, kind of like flap it in their face, like be annoying with it, like get your elbow in their face type thing. You know, the feeding, the pelt thing that I showed you guys, breaking the grips. You know, you want to disrupt their flow. And I noticed, especially with the advanced guys, like this guy Alex, I noticed every time he would perform a successful Uchimata on me, it's because he's lefty, right? So he would grab me and he would go like in a side shuffle towards the sleeve hand. He'd be like boom, boom, and then that would set his momentum up for a left-sided Uchimata, and he would get me with that. So instead of going with that, I would go the opposite way, and I noticed it would frustrate him because he knew that's like his rhythm to get a good Uchimata in on me. And I'm like, no, 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 not today. I'm going the other way and try to
I
break the grips, guys. Like, don't stand there when they got you good. Like, fight for dear life to get out of that. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna get some water real quick, guys. So give each other some feedback and give me an update. Give me like 30 seconds.
yeah. Well, like even I was just gonna say, even if you have that dominant grip, and like Ines, if they're leading you, and you
Mm-hmm.
have that dominant grip, just whip their gi around a bit, and if you have a dominant grip and you start, moving them around like that, they're gonna panic a bit, and then that's when you can interrupt their flow or you can enter your technique like that. Like if you
Okay.
saw when I was
Yeah.
fighting with that bigger guy, he would always do that with
Mm-hmm.
me, and then I would be like, "Whoa, what?" Then that's when he
Yeah.
could attack.
Okay. I'll try that. I don't know if we can see the third video, but like the third video, I I couldn't get anything with the grip, and he was like staying there, and I couldn't do nothing. So,
Hmm.
and for these two, it was more about seeing what the mistakes I made that could have uh how do you say it? Uh, make me fall or get an ippon.
Oh, wait. I think you got a pretty sweet throw, Missy.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good Uchimata. How'd you set that up? Yeah. See, guys, sometimes if they're tired enough, yeah, you can get them like straight up with no setup at all. It really just depends, but you want to get in the habit of always generating reactions first. It just advanced judo and it looks really nice and it just increases your chances overall. So Ines, would you say you have a couple? I saw one of the last fights you were fighting with some guy who's giving you trouble. But would you say there's like a maybe like two, three, four, five people in your dojo who are pretty tough, like a good challenge for you?
The thing is, on this dojo, I don't know them very good enough for now because I just started.
Hmm.
There are a few, yes, that could be interesting to fight with.
Yeah. So let's say you do, how many rounds do you do in a night?
We do around 20 minutes, like 20 minutes randori, and yeah, 3 minutes per randori.
So like
With
what is that? Like 4 rounds, 5 rounds?
yeah, I think
Okay.
4 or 5 rounds.
So let's say you're doing five. I want you to get a really good, like high muscle memory, pushing yourself randori session. Let's say do, and you can do every other round like this. Like the first round, you could do with like an easy opponent just to get, warmed up in the flow of things. And the second, go with somebody harder. Push yourself. And then you're gonna be tired after, you're gonna be panting after that round. Then on your third, you're gonna take kind of like you're gonna take an easier opponent. That'll give you opportunity to catch your breath again while not sitting out. Because I hate the feeling of sitting out around like, oh no, like I'm the only one sitting out. It's better to go with like a white belt than like sit out. So do that on your third.
and try to get more reps. Try to get, practice more of the techniques we're teaching you, like doing deep belt grips, setups, play around with it. And then
Mhm.
by the end of it, you shouldn't be tired. They should be more tired than you. Um, but I mean, if you're attacking a lot, you should be, you're not going to be like panting. You'll be tired, but you're not going to be like panting like you were in the previous round with the heavyweight. And then on your fourth, push yourself one last time against like a hard guy like this opponent right here. And
Mhm.
then on your last round, do an easy one. So just follow that pattern. Easy, hard opponent, easy opponent, hard opponent. And
Okay.
that's what I do. That's what I recommend everybody to do. Because imagine if you just did 5 rounds with this guy. How frustrated would you feel by the end of it?
Um,
I
too much.
mean,
Just one was really frustrating. So.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna make you stronger and like it's good cardio, but you're not really learning much judo for yourself. You are, but like more so from seeing how they fight on you and their technique, but you're not actually understanding how close to get your hips to execute a perfect, throw to lift them off their feet, all these little nuances that you would learn by fighting somebody you're actually more likely to throw, a couple times in a row.
Mhm.
So that's why you guys should vary it up, okay? Let me show you. Is that it? Yeah, we went through all three. So good job. I mean, overall, guys, what else would you guys have to say about Iness's fighting style here?
Well, it's good. She has a good technique with her throws. It's the only
Mhm.
thing is that I can see she can don't let the opponent dictate the pace for you
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
unless you're planning something really really sneaky. That's the only way.
Okay.
Like if you have like a sneaky foot sweep setup that allows you to take advantage of them pulling you, okay, cool. Like a Diashi or some other foot sweep or something like that. But don't let them dictate the pace.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be sorry like towards the middle of it. Okay. Here is I mean I got a couple of rooms. I think I filmed the worst ones. Here's one. I kind of I entered this match with like low energy, which was a mistake by me, but I kind of like redeemed myself towards like the end, I guess. So I fought this guy. He's kind of like a heavyweight-ish. He was telling me, you're probably not gonna get much footage out of me. I'm an old man. I'm like, nah, we'll see. So I'm kind of in the midst of figuring out a good balance of like attacking a lot, um, but not tiring myself out at the same time. If you see this kid with the mixed color gi, he does a really good job at like pacing himself. Like he doesn't it almost seems like he's not trying half of the time, but he rarely gets tired. Like I mean he does, but I think he understands his body well to know how much to exert throughout, you know, a match to not get super tired. But that's something you learn with experience.
I think it also has to do with how tense you are throughout the match. So, um, for example, when I'm fighting with the heavyweight guy, he has a style where he clenches down
Hmm.
on his kumikata, and it's better control, but he gets tired faster. I have a loose style where I'm loose. I'm playing loose like this, and
Hmm.
then when I'm going in, then I engage. So each style has their kind of pro and con, I feel.
Yeah.
But the tenser you are, I think the tireder you're gonna get.
Yeah. So he kind of threw me with an Osoto there. I'm like, damn it. This is what happens when I start with low energy. So then I kind of like woke up and then I attempt like a little switch setup to a hip throw. And I should have finished harder. Like I kind of felt bad because I feel like I already had him. I just let him go halfway. But I still think it was decently executed. So there, I got a somewhat high grip, a little switch set up, and then kind of did a little hip throw there. But see, I didn't even have the full belt grip, but it still worked. I wonder how I even got that grip. So there, we're clap. We got hand grip, and then I just went. So yeah, I went from the collar. I just worked my way down as far deep as I could go. So I got that deep. I didn't quite get the belt. I pulled him a little bit. See, I generated that reaction there. He didn't let me go fully behind his legs. Like I was trying to do like a Kosoto to make him step fully back, but I faked. Then as he was moving forward, I felt that and then took advantage to do hip, a little hippie. I think that's pretty much it. The rest is just grip fighting because guys, I really like messed up my fingers. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know, Emil, what would you call this? Like osteoarthritis, I guess. Like you see how my fingertips are kind of crooked?
Yeah.
It's kind of a symptom
Yeah,
of
that's
a
some
lot of judo.
arthritis. That's some
Yeah.
osteoarthritis there.
Yeah, but see, it's from judo. It's from wear and tear. It's not, like genetic.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you see a lot of
A lot
like
of a lot of
judokas
it's
and
from
yeah.
wear and tear.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
mean, it's annoying because it doesn't hurt now, but when I'm fighting, um. it sometimes does. Like when I have a tight grip and I'm trying to do like a throw, it just like sometimes it crunches and like it just hurts a lot in the moment. Like, frick, what do I do? Just like I have to put
I
a lot of
mean,
tape on it.
yeah, you just have to wrap it a lot and use anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen after training if you feel they're really bad, or ice, and that's the only things that will really slow it down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. Um, I mean, guys, we're right close to the 1 hour mark. What do you guys want to do the last 3 minutes? Do you want to maybe talk about our progress? Any questions in particular? Maybe review something. I have like one piece of footage here, but I still want to get out. I need to get you guys some more grip breaking tactics on video so you guys can actually have a couple, and practice those and start ingraining those into your nervous system to the muscle memory as well. Because I'm pretty pleased with the guys who've already really started implementing the Kumikata stuff in turf fighting and noticing a difference. And it's all about just picking a couple guys. Like you don't need to know all the tricks in the world to be great. And especially in the beginning, like no matter what level you are, but if you're in the beginning, when I say beginning, not the beginning necessarily of your judo journey, but like the beginning of maybe starting a new program, a new style of fighting that you didn't know before, something new that you want to test out. In the beginning of any endeavor, never overwhelm yourself or set super high expectations because it's unrealistic to, you know, try to get yourself to learn a completely new skill set that you're not used to in a short amount of time. And then when you don't, you'll get discouraged and feel like giving up. So start with baby steps. That's why I like giving you guys like a couple. Like I give you guys like maybe a list. And I told you guys to choose like, maybe three that we can focus on for a couple of months. See how, you guys get used to those, and see how much success you get from them, and then boom, we'll start adding more and more. Because I think it's also good to be what's the saying, like a jack of all trades.
But a master of none.
Yeah, but the opposite. Like
Mm.
know all the techniques, but be a
But a
master
master
of
of
like
few.
two or
But like
three. Yeah,
specialize in
Yeah.
like couple.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Because guys, if you notice, like I'm not saying this to brag, but like I can pretty much do every throw. If you give me an uke. Not maybe not necessarily in a tough randori match. That's when I would default to my like instinctual throws. But like you guys want to be at the level where judo is like a muscle memory thing. Like, if somebody asks you to perform any throw on an uke, you should be able to do that. Like, okay, do it ippon sonage, boom, perform that. Do a sumigaeshi, do that. You guys should be able to do that. But when it comes to actual fighting and like being able to self-defend or like throw somebody in a scenario, that's when you should lean on the muscle memory, guys. What you've been conditioning your body to do over and over and over again with the dummy, and uchikomis and nagekomis, whatever. That's when your 2 to 3 throws come. Because look at Ono. Sometimes you'll see him do a drop knee sail. Sometimes you'll see him do a Yoko Tomoe Nage. Those aren't his throws. So in a pinch, when the pressure's high, what are his only two throws that he does anyways? It's Osoto and Uchimata. Those are the throws he has down to the palm of his hand. That's what you guys need to do. So I'm not saying don't be afraid of learning a bunch of tricks. I mean, have fun, guys. Like this is your judo journey. I'm not the dictator of what you learn, but I'm just telling you from like a good experience. Like it's just human nature to learn. Like we overcome one thing at a time. Take it this way. Like if say somebody was like on a fat loss journey, complete like newbie at athletic stuff, gym stuff. Do you really think somebody who's like obese would get right into judo? Like most times, at least, maybe sometimes, but most times.
That's all they did probably. If they didn't if they didn't hit the gym, they could just probably just do judo, and change their diet subtly. But if they took judo seriously, they have to go like all in.
Yeah,
I guess. It'd be harder to do judo, diet, lift the weights, and go to the gym. And I think I see what you're saying.
exactly. Yeah, because see, as human beings, we solve one thing at a time. We level up one bit at a time. Like for that person, he would probably first like lose his first 50 to 80 pounds, get used to the gym, gain a solid foundation of strength and athleticism first. And then he'll start to gain that confidence and be like, okay, hey, I want to test my body with a martial art or gymnastics or something. But now, we guys, we're at that level where, we're past like the physiology part. Like we understand our bodies. We know our bodies are capable of much more than just going to the gym and lifting weights. We want to learn how to throw human beings in combat. That's really cool. That's next level stuff, guys. So it's like, and so now that we're here, now we got to take that next level baby step, which is focusing on just a couple of techniques right now, becoming really proficient at them, really dialing into muscle memory for a couple months, and boom, seeing how it translates in Randori and seeing like the results over time. Then just keep stepping up, keep adding more and more like mini challenges for yourself over time. And that's literally the definition of growth. That's how you grow anything in life, guys. So that's all I got for you guys. Did you guys have any last thoughts or comments you wanted to share?
I'm just gonna try to hit it hard. What I can tonight. Just practice. Get a good
Very
practice
good.
in. I got a 3-day weekend, so I'm just trying to get it. I'm competing in a month and a week from now,
Very
and
good.
then want to fly out to Florida, compete again.
Very good. Good luck to our guy David here, man. Wish you the best. Train hard, man. Take these next couple of weeks before seriously do a lot of cardio too, man. So you can like maintain a good pace throughout each fight and not wear out. That always sucks.
We're doing like stand up. Like we're gonna do more randori in class. We're gonna do competition training, and it's kicking our ass. Like last night was just crazy. So and he wants us to focus on like only a handful of takedowns and get the takedowns in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So and that the switch is helping me out because when I do the switch, I'm like instantly on a offensive mode. So I like that.
Yeah.
I just have to get better at putting it all together.
Mhm.
I'm most comfortable with Tomonage though. So
Good.
I still want to implement the other stuff too though.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep working in your, your lapel thing, the feeding one. Try breaking that posture, grabbing those deep belts, moving your opponent in circular motions. Yeah. But yeah, keep doing your Yokos, your Tomonagas, whatever, Osotos, and Sumis. So just play around with it, do the switches, see what works best for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then this is how you figure out your individual game. Like this is how you figure out your uniqueness is from actually taking action, from actual experience, this is kind of what it's about. Like I want to give you a handful of techniques based on, what I've seen in your footage and like your physical stats, and I want you to actually put them into play. And hey, it may turn out that some of them aren't your thing, but some of them might be. But this is all kind of like trialing and erroring with like good guidance. And you're gonna take what's valuable and you're gonna neglect what hasn't been working. And just you're gonna kind of create like a little, like you're gonna revolutionize yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like create like a personal way that you can actually fight and that you like instinctively do. So that's what judo is, guys. All right. Anybody else last comments here? Anything else you wanted to share, guys?
No, thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, guys. All right. Yeah, just stay up to date with the Facebook group, guys. Don't be afraid to post stuff, guys. Like, post maybe some wins if you guys want like some feedback, like, sooner. You can like, instead of just like send it to me. You can send it to me too if you want more personal feedback, but like you can also share it in the group so other people can see too, and they can be like, "Hey, look at this." Like, I want to start like because there's a couple like older clients who are inactive, so like they start seeing like you guys posting your wins is gonna like motivate them to maybe show up to the group calls more stuff like that. So yeah, let's definitely make use of that Facebook group, guys. I didn't make it for nothing. So keep training this week. Good luck with your Randor footage. Keep filming and consistency, guys. I'll see you guys next Friday.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
See you.
Right.
Good
Thank you.
call. Take care, guys.
If you're at the stage of your judo journey where you just want to get there, you want to reduce your learning curve, you want to avoid all the trial and error because you value your time more. You might be more of an older judoka, like, past the age of 25, and you just want to learn from somebody who's been there and done that. And that's why I created my coaching program. It's for serious, invested in their journey judokas who don't have all the time in the world to make it to the dojo. They have responsibilities, and they want to learn solo train to become a judo master and reap all the benefits from that. If that's you, apply to my coaching, only for serious people. If you want a chance to work with me one-on-one, and we can help customize a lifestyle around solo train to help you level up in judo. Just apply, the links in the description. Hope to see you soon, or you could DM me on Instagram as well.